From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game.
That was Nikodas. I'm Tabbytha, and over there is the Murph-tacular Grebog.
Nice.
This is episode 166, Resist the Incursion. And as always, if you would like to support us, you can go to coffee.com/Grebog. That is ko-fi.com/GREBOG. And yes, so the whole Murph thing is because I was nice. I gifted my co-host here with their own their very own melanoid worms.
Have a red Murph.
Unfortunately, you can only see them on your screen. Other players do not see your Murphs. That is disappointing.
Very silly.
Though I have a suspicion that the ESD has been completely infested with melanoid worms.
Probably so.
Could you imagine if everybody could see each other's? Like, there would be Murphs everywhere. I mean, I don't see how that's a bad thing, but...
And that was a little bit of the distraction and delay on our start. I distracted them with a gift.
So Grebog, since you're giving out gifts, you can go first. How has your week been?
It's been busy but good. Trying to remember what I've been doing, but enough that it's kept me busy. Still playing some Satisfactory in my chill time. It's my game that I've been using to decompress, would be a good way to put it. It lets me focus on something completely absurdly different that doesn't matter from other things, and yeah. So, like, I now have my entire 20 station train station set up with all of the ores coming in. Now there's only like 10 ores. As now I'm hearing phase ores and stuff. This is there's like 10 ores into the game, and I have basically 2 stations for each, and they all have stuff coming in. But next is my mega factory. I still play WoW. I worked on some of the secrets. I got one of the special achievements that was part of the secret event, which I think is now gone. I know they gave some extra time to it, but I was able to get it before the time went away. And I also got myself the Memoron jump jet. Basically, it's another similar to the one of the other mounts, but yeah, got a mount that way. Got a mount for completing the Who's Done It secret list. I still have one more set of secrets, the satchels to do, but anyway. And I've been playing STO, delving into Red Borg, and I'll leave it at that because that'll be the rest of the show. Eeny, meeny, miny, Tabby, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
My week has been has been exhausting yet awesome. I've been continuing to play, playing a lot of STO because I've been able to kind of get back into a regular STO routine, which has been great because I'd fallen off a little bit for a while. But been playing WoW. I was doing the secrets and all that stuff, so I've been collecting all the satchels, did all the secrets, and I got the Memoron mount, the jump jet mount and everything, all that fun stuff. And I've been continuing my special interest new game, which is Palea. That has been a ton of fun. They just released some new content, which I have not made it close to being into yet, but I'll get there. I'm just continuing to do my farming and building and all of the fun little farm things. But Yeah, the busyness comes from the fact that I started my first job in like 3-4 years this week, and it's been really nice to not only be back to work, but be back to work doing something that I'm really enjoying doing.
Yay.
Oh, am I up?
Nikodas, yeah, what have you been up to? How's your week been?
Uh, I am completely and utterly obsessed with two games, and they are eating up all of my free time. And that is Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield. And both of them, okay, so Baldur's Gate 3 is fantastic. That is by far my favorite RPG to date, and I play a lot of RPGs. Starfield is what happens if you take No Man's Sky and blend it with Baldur's Gate 3. Um, I mean, it's fun. I actually built the Ghost from Star Wars in there. My next challenge is to build the Protostar in Starfield and see how that goes. So,
Speaking of the Protostar, oh, sorry. Well,
um,
we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
the only other thing that I want to mention is I did space combat for the first time in D&D 5th edition, and it it was okay. We kind of had a slow start, but once we got rolling and the ship moving towards each other and whatnot, I think it went pretty well, especially since we're level 3. By the time my players are level 10, it would be way different, but it was fun. I think it went off pretty well. So that's it. What about this week in STO, Grebog?
All right, 30th season has gone live. If you missed it, it happened on Tuesday. So there's new features. We have a new episode taken by surprise, a new task force operation, actually two, Resistance of Starbase One and Guillotine, and then there's a T6 ship upgrade. We already had that before, but we now can go from T6X to T6X2, which unlocks one more starship trait, one more universal console slot, and one more device slot. Now, there has been many questions on how you're able to do this, and some people have misunderstood. The way you do it, it is still with the same experimental ship upgrade token. To go from T6 to T6X takes 1 token. To go from T6X to T6X2 takes 2 more tokens. So if you were to go from T6X or T6, just a flat T6 to T6X2, it will take 3 tokens. That is also why they added in to the Zen store a 3-pack of T6X upgrade token, or the experimental upgrade tokens. So that way you can buy, all in one go, a ship from T6 to T6X2 with a single pack of tokens.
That is really cool. I think my Terran Lexington is my first ship that I'm going to be upgrading to X-Men X2.
Yeah, I upgraded mine already. It's worth it. It was fun.
6 device slots. I mean, that's going to be amazing. I've been needing to have 6 device slots. I've been needing since day one to be able to fit 6 devices.
I have no idea what I'm gonna put in that spot, honestly.
I mean, can you just hear the sarcasm dripping from my voice?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotcha. I am on board. It's yeah. I don't know what to put there. So with the Incursion event, we have the Borg Tesseract going on. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, I'm hearing it. Okay. From September 12th to October 10th, you have to get 20 completions. You can either run the older mission, Wish Upon a Star, the newer mission, Taken by Surprise, the TFO Guillotine or the TFO Resistance of Starbase One, both of which we intend to run here in just a moment. The reward is a 3-piece ground set called Adaption. It includes the Infinity Modulator Rifle, the Adaption Personal Shield, and the Universal Kit Module Adaption Vinculum. So it's Borg themed. Go figure. The
What?
2-piece set bonus
Who could have guessed?
says on defeating an enemy with a secondary attack, it will grant you bonus energy damage for 60 seconds, and this can stack. So if you defeat a bunch of enemies in rapid succession, you'll have a bigger bonus to energy damage. The 3-piece set gives you a clickable ability, Modulated Energy Blast. This is a powerful blast that is triggered by the 2-piece proc. Each proc will grant you a charge that can be spent to activate the Modulated Energy Blast. So basically, with the 2-piece, every time you kill an enemy with the secondary firing mode, you get a charge. You can then spend those charges on this clickable ability to create a massive boom. We'll have to see how it actually plays. It's also worth noting that during this event, if you go to the promotions tab, you can get the Protostar uniform for free, and that is an account unlock.
Right
And I'm going to
there.
pass the reins to Tabby. Here you go.
I'm claiming my uniform. All right, there we go. Bonus Zen and special sales, not Zales. September 12th, which was 2 days ago, through the 18th, which is about 4 days from now. 20% bonus to all purchase Zen, 15% off of keys, and 20 key bundle returns. 20% lobby sale and 20% off listed items, like such as services, uniforms, personnel, and starter packs.
And then Grebog, you said you had something to talk about?
So, for those that don't know, there's been a weird bug feature. The way I was able to just get around it, for those that look here, I'll put my screen big. For those that can see my screen, I'm in my ship. It's a Miracle Worker ship. It was not showing the extra bar here, and I had to move the singularity. Well, like this one has a singularity status. I had to move that bar, and then it magically appeared. So if you are flying a Miracle Worker ship or any of the ones that have a special bar that is not showing up, try to go into your F12, like, move the stuff around, set up. You can hit escape and go into rearrange HUD. But when you do, it should kick it back onto your screen. Something to note when you are on ground, if you can't figure out where your remodulate button went, because it used to be just a power ability, it is now part of your, there's a toggle special armor tray. And there's also right above it is a little like circle thing that will have you toggle. It basically will switch you between your armor and then your special devices. And that will be things from, oh, that's your EV suit that it put me into. I did not know that you could switch your EV suit on that bar. But when I did the mission, I did not know how to find my remodulate button. If you look right next to on your bars, you now have some extra buttons that you need to click on to be able to see some of that stuff. So try that first before you go, I can't remodulate, because I was struggling. I'll just say that. And then someone's like, yeah, just click that button, buddy. I'm like, oh, thank you. So they added some new quality of life features that I don't know that they really talked about. And so you have to find them. And I'm trying to help you find them.
Okay, thank you. All right, so are we ready to move on then?
Sure.
All right. So we are going to run the TFOs. Let's do a little brief discussion here, and then we'll jump right into them. So the first one is Resistance of Starbase One. This is very similar to the Defense of Starbase One. Basically, you're flying around Starbase One. Enemy ships are going to jump in. You're going to have to hold them off, defeat them, and then protect the escaping transports. I have not ran this yet, so when we run it here in a few minutes, it's going to be my first time. I'm a little curious if they fixed the timing on the ships escaping. Okay.
Nope.
I'm
And even the ships are the same name, so like it's really, really bad luck for those poor ships. Like the same ships as all those centuries ago.
Yeah. They've been trying to
Even
escape
changed
for
the names.
centuries.
It's awful. Oh, that is terrible. All right. For Guillotine, I'm going to pass the reins over to Tabby. She's got some visual aids to help with her explanation. So take it away, Tabby.
All right. So yeah, I went in and I pulled some demo record slides to help guide us through this one. So yeah, this is a completely new one. It shares some similarities with Jupiter Aratus a little bit. So when you first get in there, you're going to your first objective is to halt the Mirror Borg incursion. You're going to have several destructible points around the Borg central hub, and you kind of see that right here. The kind of the little markers, those little glowing points around the Borg structure. You gotta kind of fly in there. Now there's a cube and a bunch of assimilators there who are gonna take issue with your attempt to remove those. So it's going to be a lot of fighting there. But that's what you're supposed to be shooting at in the first part. And then once you get those down, your objective then changes to halt the Mirror Borg incursion. Wait, nope, we're already deploy the anchors. So these points are going to shoot out from the central ship, the Harmony. These blue tethers are going to fire out at like these like 6 points kind of far out from it. Think of those as like the hollow projectors in Jupiter Aratus. And so you've got kind of two goals here with around these points. You've got to defend them until they get fully shielded, and you'll have like a little progress bar along the side. And you've got to stop the Borg from disabling the anchors. And the disabling part is that red beam that comes off of the little Borg, the little Borg sphere things. And an interesting mechanic that I learned the hard way is the Borg spheres from these red Borg, pretty much as they get low on health, they detonate their warp cores in a self-destruct that does a crap ton of damage. So not like, sure, you kind of generally wanted to avoid being near a exploding starship before because warp cores detonations did a little bit of damage to you. Now they do a ton of damage. So stay away from exploding spheres, y'all. Seriously. Unless
I
you're
found the range a bit excessive, though.
Yeah,
I've been 6 kilometers or more out, and the detonate took me out.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like, yeah, I think they need to tweak that range a little bit. Like, stay far away from the Borg spheres. So your next objective, so the first part of this phase of deploying the anchors will be just defending the anchors and then stopping the Borg from disabling the anchors. And then about halfway through this, the assimilators will come out and start trying to escape. And so while all that's going on, these assimilators will come out and start trying to run away. And so on top of everything else, you got to come and now this is an optional objective. You're not going to fail anything. But yet some of y'all who have played Armada in the past will recognize these assimilators from Star Trek Armada. Although the assimilators in Star Trek Armada are complete pushovers, these things are not. These are battleship scale ships. Although honestly, they're still kind of pushovers. But anyway,
I'd put them on par to the old cubes.
Yes. Yeah, they're effectively the old cubes. So pretty much as in the second half of the deploy anchors phase, these things will be trying to run away. So you'll be splitting your if you want the optional, you'll be splitting your time between the anchors and popping these off, which is not that hard because like different anchors are being activated at different times, so you're going to be kind of like flying around a little bit anyway. So it's not that bad. And then once you've got all that done, all the anchors are shielded, all that's done. You get two big tactical, there's a small cutscene of two tactical cubes popping up out of the structure. And looks kind of like that. You got to face them both at once. So that's entertaining. And those things are tough too. Yeah, if you're a coordinated team, you're probably going to want to focus fire one of them down because like on the randoms that I've run, like if your team is splitting their fire, those things take forever to get down. And that's all I got.
That's it. That's all she's got.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Sorry, had to.
But I hope that was helpful.
I think it was.
Okay, so resistance. Wee woo.
Wee woo. Wee to the woo.
Oh, and
All
to
right.
be clear, from my understanding, there are no advanced or elite versions of these TFOs.
I just looked. There's not, unfortunately. Which means we can't do the universal endeavor off of these.
Yeah.
I was hoping we could, but that's fine.
That's fine. I guess we'll just deal with it.
Oh, you're back in your world ender.
I am. World Razor, but you know.
Right, that. Tabby, are you in the Odyssey?
Yes.
Okay.
I am in my Terran Lexington that is based off of a build slightly tweaked for tanking.
The Borg are using reality vortices to looks like.
Pretty much it's exactly as we built it out for the show the other week, but with a few tanking consoles.
Okay.
They did change the voice actor for this. It is a different voice actor than the original Starbase One.
Well, it's a different voice actor and image, I might add.
Here they come!
Oh, wow. They jumped right in on top of us. Here we go.
So I've been hearing stories about the Protostar. Yeah.
We're prepping for evac of non-essential.
I know a lot of stories about the Protostar. They're on TV.
Oh, this is
Yeah, there's about 20 stories.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I apologize. Go ahead with your story. What have you
for
heard about
those wondering about the potency of the ship. Apparently, it does quite well out there. Some people may say Well, they probably don't want people saying too well.
I haven't even looked to see what it's selling for.
1.5 billion EC.
Right at the top, of course.
Pretty much,
Of
yeah.
course it is. That's the most on the exchange. That's the most you can sell it for. I imagine some people will increase that price for personal sales, but on the exchange, the highest it can go is 1.5.
Yeah, they're basically it's being sold for pretty much cap EC on the exchange.
That doesn't really surprise me.
I mean, I figured at first it would definitely start there, depending upon its where it fits in with the for the damage seekers on how good bad it is will depend on how long it will sit capped out.
Of course, even the like just the nostalgia factor, it's probably going to stay up there because like, isn't the California class not that great from meta perspective, and it's still super expensive?
Yeah, it is because it sells.
Hero
As long as
ships.
people are, yeah, as long as people are willing to spend the money on it, that's what it will go for. Supply and demand at its finest.
What the heck do
Oh.
I have that made my nacelles radiate?
Oh, CJ DJ Canada, how's it going?
Hey, DJ.
Good evening.
So yes,
Good evening.
if you can't figure
CJ
out,
is fine. Well, thank you.
if you can't figure out, this TFO is nearly identical to the previous. Like there, I got that I was definitely too close to a sphere, and got took out by a detonate.
The spheres didn't used to have such a massive explosion.
No, they didn't. I think it's just special for the new Borg.
Yeah, it's definitely special, and as you can see, if you're close enough to the sphere, it will do close to 200,000 damage, which is more than most people can take in a single hit.
It just dealt 60k to me. Are they self-destructing? Is that what's going on?
Yes. Yeah, they're self-destructing and doing crap tons of damage.
So you can't even kill them fast enough to prevent that.
Nope.
Oh, and you must defend the ships or they will die.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they will get wrecked.
Okay.
If we don't have people over there defending whoever's trying to get away, they will get wrecked before they get out.
That's new.
Yeah, but yeah, CJ, it is the same ships, the same transports.
I'm 8 kilometers. I'm still too scared to get close.
Oh, it just took me out. Man, those explosions hurt.
Normally, yeah.
Oh, wait,
normally,
actually, no. Wait, this ship, the Endor, it's different. So okay, so it's not the same ship. This is a
the
different
Endor
ship.
is it a different ship or is it just it's got the same name?
Got the same name.
Oh, it's a galaxy. It's a dreadnought.
Yep.
So they at least updated the ship.
It's a Gal-X.
There's a break in the enemy formation. Get into position.
Then why can't it take a hit from these damn spheres?
Well, I mean, they just took me out, so...
An evacuation
That's
ship
true.
is launching. Give them cover. Here come the Borg Assimilators. Keep fighting.
Is
So-
it bad? I fear the spheres more than I do the Assimilators.
Yep. See, that's why I was saying in Discord the other day. It's like, yeah, I'm resetting to tank because I came in here on my Jirok carrier and I got absolutely shredded.
Now, I haven't ran this on Katish yet, but I did run the other one, and I did okay with that fire at will build.
My free-to-play
Get out of
account
there.
gets shredded.
Oh, that was close.
But like with this tank setup, I did Guillotine last night, and I had like 6 or 7 Borg spears explode on top of me, and I got like down to like 10 or 11% health, but I didn't blow up.
Nice.
The explosions in this map have been altered as well,
An evacuation
if you
ship
haven't
is launching.
noticed.
Give them cover.
I don't know that the Assimilators all have the different explosion, but in this map they definitely do.
All right, releasing my swarmers.
Oh god, the sphere is too close.
All right, sensor interference platform.
I mean, Borg have been due for an update for a long, long time, and this is pretty cool. But
Yeah, the fact that we have to we have to like worry about the Borg. Like the Borg are actually a little bit concerning again.
I am absolutely stoked that they're using the Assimilators from Star Trek Armada.
I know, it's great.
Reading an incoming cube. We need to stop
I mean,
it.
they
Move
essentially, were given permission to use old models from other games, but this is not one that I was expecting.
And that was the other change they made to this. They gave us a boss.
He didn't last very long, but yeah.
Didn't say it's gonna last long, just they gave us a boss.
Okay, so I'm going to queue us up for the other one. Big boom.
Yeah, if there's any that we need an advanced and elite version of, it's that one.
CJ is willing to join us if you
Oh, okay. Drop out a queue.
declined.
I think I'm not in queue anymore, so. So we'll have 2 tanks. That's nice.
Who's got CJ on a friend list?
He just put his @ handle in chat.
It is still showing me in queue.
Whoop! Up! It just yanked me.
Have fun.
Oh shit. Well, if you want to,
think we can run it as a private with 4.
With the fact that there's 6 anchors, I would say no. I would
Yeah.
like to have
Then
5.
we'll have to
run it real quick, and then we'll run it again.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I was trying to click out of it and it never let me.
Yeah,
I
same
never
here.
even got the wee woo.
Yeah.
It pulled me in without the wee woo popping up. That's a little weird. Hey, there's a J in here.
Yes, there is. With a cool paint job too.
It's fine.
Well, this will let you get CJ added as a friend and ready to.
You didn't cause an issue, CJ. We just found a feature. It happens sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, there have been no issues caused. Yeah, a feature.
It's a feature, not a bug. Anybody else think that ship's over there, the big one, looks like something you would see from the Iconians or the Heralds.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess not so much the Heralds, but you know what I mean.
I don't. When did the cooperative big ship get the Borg emblem on it?
You talking about the Dreadnought
Yeah.
or the Juggernaut? It's the only Juggernaut in the game.
How many cooperative ships do we get to fly?
Just the one.
This has red Borg emblems on it. Well, okay. I call it a cooperative ship because this is what showed up when the cooperative became part of the game.
No, it's not the regular Borg either, though. It was Lore's Borg that used
Yes.
that design. Where's the other anchor?
I don't remember it having the Borg emblems, red Borg emblems all over it. I see at least
where
2.
is the anchor?
I found it. There we go. Okay, now we got to go get the other things.
Yeah. We were talking about that before the show. The new species does have some Iconian vibes.
I mean, they're not called Iconian, but
I
that's what it makes me think of.
I thought the mission called them Trelloon. So for those that don't know, haven't ran the mission yet, I guess that's a very minor spoiler. They give them the species a name, but
oh my God, they gave this species a name.
But I mean, we all kind of know that species pops up if we run Guillotine.
Adapter? Wait a minute. Oh, they've renamed the itty bitty ships. Or they're just using them more, I guess. Here we go. With the large number of ships that we get on this one, that fire at will build worked amazingly well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for those that haven't heard, don't use kinetic weapons against the new Borg on ground.
Physical is fine, but not kinetic.
Kinetic, they will adapt to, and there's no remodulating for them.
I wonder if that's a feature
I don't know yet.
or intended.
So
the current theory from the fan base is that it's unintended. But it kind of makes me wonder.
normally when they nerf the Tommy gun or some other device like that, they put it in the Muds market for sale. Sorry. Let a bunch of people buy it and then nerf it, you know.
We got 3 activated. I'm working on number 4. We've got 4 activated. I'm working on anchor number 4. Aw, Tabby's gonna come give me a hand.
Yup.
Hi, Tabby. So this ship is using a surgical strike build, so it's not quite as effective at groups of enemies. But man, I can mow him down one-on-one. We should have one. Yeah, there they are.
I love it. Like I'll just sit here and just like kill them all as they come up.
Okay. We're almost done here. And
All
here's the
right.
bosses.
Cutscene.
Gonna be boss fight. Observe. Something is disrupting.
Oh no.
The slime
It's
pipes.
tactical cubes. Whatever will we do?
You do get some assimilators in this, but you also get 2 FT cubes.
Double yours and stitching.
My cube's almost down. Okay, this one's down. I will say they strengthened the cubes. These are much harder to take down than what they used to be. Especially when you consider we're on the lowest difficulty.
Well, I would put the assimilators where the old cubes were. New cubes are closer to the tactical cubes, or even further up on, and yeah, damage taken ability and damage output.
I agree with that. Okay, we are out of our run. Let's get people invited here. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Okay, and I missed CJ here. Oh, I lied. I'm already friends with CJ DJ. Say that
Oh.
10 times fast. Okay, so there's 4 of us, and we are going to run this again.
And we'll
Wee
learn
woo.
so much more this time. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
We can't call you Canada.
Hey guys, I'm in a Borg ship fighting Borg.
Our top hat.
I need to see if I can change my coloring to red now, though, so I can be part of the Red Borg.
America Junior.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know that I would go that far. The top hat. I like the top hat idea better.
The enemy has started.
What is that ship?
When the anchors are fully shielded and projecting.
And they give you a good explanation if you actually listen and through it all.
Oh, he's also in a Odyssey.
Hello, fellow Odyssey.
Kind of makes me miss my Odyssey. and then the World Razor. You still have a deflector dish, though.
I do.
What is going on with your ship's lighting, Tabby?
I don't know. It is really odd. I guess like some of my light bulbs are shorting out.
Is Mariner on board?
I mean, you might need
actually,
to get some
Mariner's one of my-
engineers.
Mariner's one of my duty officers, I think.
So she is on board. That's
Yeah.
got to be a Mariner thing. Kaboom. Tell her you're not a disco party. Not the whole ship, anyway.
Mariner, if you're gonna have disco parties, like, don't use the ship's exterior lighting.
You know, I can actually hear her making an excuse as to why it was necessary.
Yes, she would have a well thought out and perfectly reasonable sounding excuse as to why it was necessary to use the ship's exterior lights and running lights to for the disco party.
I guess I didn't realize the conveyors spawned at a set time.
Yeah, something like that. They're either spawning or decloaking or something.
It's kind of like whack-a-mole, but Borgified. Whack-a-board.
Going towards 5.
That is forever what this TFO is going to be called now.
Whack-a-mole? Whack-a-borg?
Whack-a-borg.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now.
Okay.
Number 2 is active.
Okay, Zav is heading towards 6, so I'm gonna head toward 2.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield
Because if
now.
both of us are tanks, it's kind of pointless for us to both be in the same
Projecting
place.
shield now.
You can go on and hit 3. I've got 2 covered.
Ariel's
Okay.
over at or towards 3.
I'll just destroy literally everything on my way over there.
That's fine. You're very good at it. Wherever did you come up with that build?
I don't know. I guess some very smart people
Stitching
must have
anchor
put this thing
deployed.
together.
Projecting shield now.
I could use some smart people to help me with a build.
Oh, we can do that. Does Grebog need to enter the workshop?
I've gone on the offensive.
Um, 6 is under attack. I can't
I'm
get
on
over
it.
there right now. Okay.
It's not anymore. I've been bouncing between 5, 6 in the center.
You know, one thing that I'm very, very glad that they didn't include in this TFO?
Fully energized. Stitching
Anchor 6 is under attack. Please defend it now.
Oh god, that would have been awful.
Stitching anchor 4 is now fully shielded.
Enemies are attacking Anchor Point 3. Please help.
Fully energized.
Okay, 5 and 6 are done.
Destroyed a Borg assimilator before
You know what? There is something that could have been worse than that, Tabby.
confirmation.
What?
Escaping Borg
Kurland here.
assimilator has been destroyed.
Is Kurland there?
Assimilator has failed to escape.
fight.
Time for the boss fight.
So, never mind. I just answered my own question. I was going to ask, is the count for ships escaping going up or going down? But then I noticed the word escaped right under it.
So what if the Borg assimilated Kurland and cloned him?
We'd have a lot more. Is Kurland there?
We are the Kurland, and we are here.
Keep one down. Keep two down.
Well done.
Was fun. Are we missing? Is there a probe somewhere?
No.
Oh, nope. There it went. Good job, friends.
Our efforts were most satisfactory on this day. The enemy incursion has been thwarted. Your contributions were a critical part of our success. Well done. Through harmony.
All right, guys. It is 11 p.m. and this guy has to work tomorrow. So,
Aw.
I know, right? You guys can keep going.
I'm just.
My question is, what are we doing next week?
Do we want to run the mission?
Yeah, we should probably run the missions.
Okay. What is this? Not incursion, but what is this sequence of missions called?
It's just one mission. It's part of the Kings and Queens. It's taken
Kings
by
and
surprise.
Kings and Queens. That's okay. Next week, Kings and Queens.
Taken by surprise
Yeah,
is
the mission is called
the new
Taken
one.
by Surprise, which I found rather shocking.
Alliance scientists have
It surprised
an
me.
active critical level reality vortex near Starbase One.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
very
Admiral
unexpected.
Mokai and several
I'm
others are on
seeing
site working to
also
close the vortex with
the
proto
difference.
matter-based technology.
I did not get the weapon the first time around.
Proceed to Starbase One and report to Admiral Kumarke. Offer any
So for those that didn't know, there was a bug with this mission. Replaying the mission, you didn't get the rewards some of the time. Though even in my first playthrough, I didn't get the weapon. I did not. Yeah, someone pointed out that there was a weapon, and then I looked at the law, like the patch notes. Patch notes for the patch that went out today was to fix the mission that they just put out and not rewarding people stuff.
So it's still, if it is your first time running it, all it says is experience, expertise, daily event progress, and the extirpating remodulator.
Yep, that's all I'm seeing.
Okay, on the replay, you get the anti-Borg phaser full auto rifle Mark II.
So like I gotta run it twice to get all the goodies?
Apparently.
Ah.
I ran it once because I wanted to see what the mission was like before we did it on the show.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna be running it that way. I can do like I just did for the TFO, and like get demo record footage to display before we actually run it.
You might want to get a zoom in on the what I was talking about for the remodulator stuff, so that way we can make it more clear for everybody.
Yes, because I actually thought that I think that's like a really good thing to do for our stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
So it's got a physical damage proc. Okay, that's what it means by anti-Borg. It's got a physical damage proc.
Yeah, instead of just a 15 kinetic damage. Well, this says kinetic damage, but don't they adapt to kinetic?
Yours says kinetic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So they are adapting to kinetic. If you look further down, though, it's also got a 2.5% chance for physical damage.
Knockback. That's what mine says. 2.5% chance knockback plus 5 meters.
Okay,
It doesn't say physical.
Mine says physical. I wonder if that's not base then. I wonder if that's something we have equipped. Because that's the only reason I could see it being different. Hey, I'm all for more phaser weapons in the game though.
And as I predicted, we are now seeing special modulators or remodulators. Because when I saw the patch notes that said that they were making it just taking away the device and giving us a button, I'm like, they're clearly preparing to give us
a button back in its place.
Yeah, they're clearly going to give us a new device that. Okay, I don't know what I have different that mine doesn't say physical.
I don't know. I'll have to look at that and see. I wonder if does this do it as well? There's a
Isn't there there's a DOF that gives you increased damage versus Borg, isn't there?
Yes. And everyone should have them equipped. It's a ground bridge officer. It works even in space. It is Neil Falconer, comes from the Phoenix Prize Pack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also gonna try and do like a complete like anti-Borg ground fit.
Cool.
Melee weapons still work. Anyway, let's raid somebody.
Raid.
Let's make this happen. Raid.
Come on, browser. You want to do something.
Does it though? I need to rewatch Prodigy and see exactly how they color their uniforms.
I'm sure someone already has a guide out there on the color codes. Because some people remember.
I just don't remember on the show if they actually had color on their shoulders.
They didn't.
Not even the little strap, the little strip.
I don't. I was looking at it today, and I didn't see any. Although, but it's been theorized that that's mainly because they were cadet uniforms. That there wasn't any department colors.
When I was putting mine together, I just noticed that right around the wrist and along the shoulder, there's a strip where you can put some color on there.
Yeah, for the kids, there was not any coloration on those.
Well, if we ever get Prodigy Season 2, which apparently is done,
they just
have a platform.
So here, let's end the show so I can stop the recording, do the raid. Yes. Next week, we'll do the mission. If you want to support us, we have we do our subs and stuff through Coffee, which is ko-fi.com/GREBOG. And we, since Twitch takes a bigger cut, we reduced how much we want for our subscriptions because we get more of the money. Well, we'll get the same amount of money that Twitch would have gave us through subscriptions, but this way through, Coffee, and you all save too.
As always, see you out there.
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
Live long in prosperity and stick around.